Hello, we are with Lenape Valley Regional High School. My name is Eric.
My name is Sal.
And my name is Joe, and we have decided to name our car Philip.
This is our first time doing this challenge. Alright, so this is our first design. This is our first time doing this challenge, and for our first design, we thought we wanted to 3D print it because it would be fast and easy. And we thought that what we could do is we have these brackets, which would be these things, and and essentially what happened was these would be the hydrogen fuel cells in the middle, and it would be hanging from the bottom of the car, and basically it would just be hanging from the bottom of the car because we wanted to have all the space for the syringes and wires on top of the car. So we had little brackets, which are these things here with the fuel cell in it, and then this stuff would be here. I know this is inverted.
Then we made a drawing on how we were going to use the motor. We wanted to somehow power the front or the back with the motor. We didn't know if we wanted to do that with like a drivetrain or if we wanted to just power it with a couple gears. So we decided to go for a higher torque gear on the car because it was going to have a lot of weight because we were going to make it a little bit bulkier than intended.
Then we started to realize that both wires and syringes were going to be on the top and the bottom. So then we decided to make our second design where we put holes in the body of the car, and there would be little notches in the holes so that the hydrogen fuel, or that would hold the hydrogen fuel cell so it could prevent it from falling and probably breaking. And it would have exposure throughout the entire body for the wires.
Alright, so then we decided to just write down the measurements of the hydrogen fuel cell. So this way we had just easy memorization of like if it was gonna fit snugly, because we wanted to make it so it fitted tight, but it also wasn't too tight. We wanted to be able to take it out, but it would require a little bit of force.
Then we made the last design of the car. We decided to have two holes for the hydrogen fuel cell. So it would sit in there, but we wanted to make sure that it was tight enough so we didn't have to glue it in there or have anything holding it. It would just be a tight fit. We mounted the motor on the back with a gearing of a higher to a lower, and the motor would power the back end of the car.
Yeah, this is the motor, by the way, this thing here.
And then the syringes would sit on top, and
Syringes.
it would power. Yep.
Then we thought that we needed an axle to hold, or holders to hold the axle, and stoppers to prevent the axle and the wheels from moving on. So we made precise measurements so the stoppers fit super tightly on the wheels, while the axle holder is a little loose so the axle can rotate freely so it doesn't get stuck in place.
These are the stoppers, by the way. And these are the axle holders. And then we decided to make it vertical as our final idea because we thought that if we went horizontal, the syringes were going to be in the way, and as the car would move, it would drag on the ground when the car moved. So we decided that we should make it vertical and then put the syringes on top in this holder. Obviously, this 3D drawing is it doesn't include the gears, and it doesn't include the wires that would go from the hydrogen fuel cell, which are these little like square nubs coming out of the body of the car, and to the syringes. The reason why the car is not moving in this is because the car is too heavy, and it's too heavy for the motor to actually like move the axis of the car. So my friend here was trying to show that by lifting up the car, so you can see that the motor is spinning. And then when he would put on we'll actually move. If we had to revisit this project, we would definitely try to make the car definitely lighter, so this way it'd actually be able to move. But I think everything else we did was good. I think making it vertical was a really good decision. You can see it's actually like balanced on it. It actually can be balanced on its own. Um, it, I mean, it looks a little messy, but I mean, maybe we can work on that next time. But I think the main thing we want to work on right now is to try to make it lighter.